All right. Well, I was wrong about the Kansas City Chiefs going to the Super Bowl. I should have known in a lot of these videos. Um, I talk about the number 56 and how they're actually coded a little bit to the number 56, which has been a bad number, but they were so coded to the 85/86 Bears that it just seemed like a sure thing. You know, and this is a work in progress, doesn't always mean you're going to be right. The coding is still here. I mean, the game tonight was one of the most ridiculous games I've seen in a long time as far as like coding and being rigged or whatever. Also, in one of these videos, I talked about how it doesn't necessarily mean that the Chiefs are going to win because the Chicago Cubs were super coded to the World Series this year and then they ended up losing. And also, on top of that, I ended up starting a blog um, just because I don't know. I was hoping that it'll make some of these videos go a little bit faster and a little bit more organized and easier to do. So, whatever, I started a blog here, and I guess I started it clear back here in October. I just don't even remember doing it, but there's only one little small post. But I put all these up yesterday, so if you want to check it out, you can go to uh, themindlessfreaks.blogspot.com, I believe is what it is. Anyway, so I talked about the Chicago Cubs being coded, and you know they were super coded to the World Series. Chicago Cubs equals 91 though, and mirror equals 91, and it seemed like there was a lot to do with like mirrored coding, and that's why the Cubs didn't win. And this number 91 has been a bad number for lots of different things. And I mean, look at some of this coding. This isn't even all of it. I just wrote some of them in there. All about Super Bowl 50. Chiefs equals 50. They started off 1-5. 1-5 equals 50. Their first game of their 11-game winning streak, they beat Pittsburgh, adds up to 50. They qualified for the playoffs in Week 16, equals 50. San Francisco, 50. They were in Super Bowl 1, that equals 50. I mean, you can come through and read all these. It's ridiculous. Everything. Even Alex Smith tonight was 29 of 50 on his passes. Of 50, if you write out the word 29, it even adds up to 50. I also talked about the number 11 dealing with Alex Smith. He's in his 11th season, wears number 11. The Chiefs even made the playoffs 1 month, 11 days before the Super Bowl. The last Super Bowl they won was on 1/11, 46 years ago. I mean, tons of like 11 references. But the Patriots actually had the 11 references today. On the Patriots' 2 scoring drives in the first half, they were both 11 plays. The second play it even put them up by 11 points. And then at halftime, they even showed that the Patriots were 11-1, leading at halftime in Gillette Stadium. And I thought, man, the Chiefs are not going to win this game. The Chiefs had won 11 in a row, so today would have been the 12th game. Also, Julian Edelman just came back. He's number 11. And if you add up 11, it adds up to 27, just like the Patriots' score that they won with. And here's the post from before the game that I put up here. I talked about them 11s. Jeremy Maclin did play. He had, at the time, in the first half, he had 1 catch for 11 yards, which stood out a little bit. But, I mean, there was so much more 11 with the Patriots. Also, the announcer said that Smith started hot. He was 5 for 5. But since that point, he was 5 of 16. And then he threw his last pass of the first half, leaving 16 seconds left even. And then the Chiefs had to settle for a field goal, giving them 6 points. 6 adds up to 16. Today is the 16th day of the year. 16 equals 33 when you write it out. And the date numerology of the day is 33, which interesting that 33 is usually a number of sacrifice. So I wrote not looking good for the Chiefs. It was also Andy Reid's 11th playoff appearance. So I'm assuming that the Chiefs were only supposed to be coded to that 11 and only win 11 in a row. And interesting, if you come down here, I've had why I think Chiefs will win over the Patriots, and I put all this information, and it was pretty much the exact opposite of why they won, you know what I mean? I talked about these 27 connections and 72, the Super Bowls on 7-2, or 2/7 February 7th, which can be written as 2-7 or also 7-2. Anyway, I put a video up here of some of the ridiculousness in this game. It's kind of bad quality, so I'm going to play a different one here. The same video, just a better quality one. So before I even show this, I want to, in week 2, I talked about how the Broncos beat the Chiefs. The Broncos came back and won. Jamal Charles had that ridiculous fumble. The Broncos scored 2 touchdowns in 29 seconds, and then it left the Chiefs with 27 seconds, and then they ran 2 plays for 7 yards, kind of like the 27 and 27. And I thought maybe since the Super Bowl was on 2/7, maybe it was a signal that they were going to make the Super Bowl. Even though they lost that game, they still were coded to the 27. But obviously they lost because of the 27 was bad for them or whatever. It's backwards. So anyway, watch this play here in this Chiefs-Patriots game. This is Alex Smith's 27th pass. So his 27th pass is like this amazing catch. And look how much time's left. 7:27 even. Interesting, the last time that the Chiefs played the Patriots, they also won 41-14, the Mirrors. And it was on this day, 9/29/2014. If you add 9 plus 29 plus 20 plus 14, it adds up to 72. Also, if you just add up all the numbers together, 9 plus 2, and so on, it adds up to 27. Also, so I mean, 27 is bad and whatnot for the Chiefs, I would assume, 27-72. But it was also the Mirrors, the Chiefs won last time, the Patriots won this time. Also, I talked about how the Chiefs were so coded to the Bears. If you add up 27, it adds up to 46, just like Chicago, just like the Bears that won in 1986 in the Super Bowl. They won with 46 points using the new revolutionary 4-6 defense. So it's the Mirrors. Also, the Bears beat the Patriots in that Super Bowl. So once again, the Patriots beat the Bears, basically. Or they beat the team that is coded a lot to the Bears. Also interesting about that date, it was 474 days ago. The total of the score was 47, and 47 even adds up to 50. So who knows what that means? I mean, that could mean the Patriots going to the Super Bowl. Who knows? Or since Chiefs adds up to 50, maybe the 47 is just literally saying we beat the Chiefs. Also, another mirrored thing is that the Chiefs won their first game of the season against Texas with the score of 27-20. And now they lost their last game of the season 27-20 or 20-27, the mirrors. Anyway, also in this video here, I'll show you in a second. The most rigged play I've seen, it reminded me exactly of last year in the Super Bowl when the Patriots won. Russell Wilson threw his 21st pass on 2nd and 1. It was intercepted by number 21 Butler of the Patriots, who fell to the ground with 21 seconds left even. And it left Tom Brady, number 12, the win. And this just reminded me of it. It's almost like the mirror of it because this play, Avant caught the ball on the 12-yard line, and it was right after that 7:27 play too, or in the same drive or whatever. The announcers say there is so Avant catches the ball on the 12-yard line. The announcers say there is a flag back at the 21. The penalty moved the ball to the 10-yard line, even though the play ended on the 12. If you add up 10, it adds up to 12. The penalty was on number 72, right? So these 72 codings. The next play, number 12 of the Chiefs catches a touchdown pass, giving the Chiefs 12 points. It also made the score 12-21. There was 2 minutes and 12 left on the clock. I mean, come on. It was even a 12-play drive. And after I seen this, I absolutely knew that the Chiefs were not going to win this game. And I knew that because at the time I had realized that they were doing the mirrors. And also Tom Brady's number is all about 12 and whatnot. So no way they weren't going to let Tom Brady win on a bunch of 12 stuff. But anyway, here's the play here. I'll show it to you really quick. So he gets the first down.
Jason Avant secures it for the first down. Flag is down at the 21.
Flag down at the 21.
In New England's direction.
He gets to the 12-yard line.
He finds it. They'll take this penalty then. Knowing that they have a first down with the cat, little hand, hands in the face, defense. 72. The 5-yard penalty, an automatic first down.
On number 72.
Tremendous throw by Alex Smith.
So they take the penalty, and instead of starting on the 10-yard line, they start on the 12-yard line. They start on the 10-yard line. 10 even adds up to 12.
So the ball spotted at the 10. First and goal for Kansas City. Chiefs trail 21-6. West lines up. To the side of the stick. Rushes back. Stick gets rid of it. To the end zone. Sliding.
Then they throw a pass to number 12, making the score 12-21. And also, look, at the time, 2 minutes and 12 seconds left in the third. I mean, what are the odds of that? That is insane. That drive also went for 80 yards. Interesting, the number 80 I've noticed has been connected to 91, which you said was a bad number. But Danny Amendola, number 80 for the Patriots, if you watch the game, he had a huge impact on this game. But if you go and look at him, look, he was even number 16 for the Rams. I mean, give me a break. The Rams just moved to Los Angeles. Tons of Rams coding. Lawrence Phillips dying. I mean, tons of stuff. So interesting, he's number 16. It was the 16th day of the year. I talked about all that 16 stuff down here. Right here in the first half, and how 16 equals 33. A number of sacrifice. But also, like, Roseburg, Oregon equals 80. It happened on Jimmy Carter's 91st birthday on 10-1. Interesting, the game was completely over when number 11, Edelman, caught a crazy pass to get the first down at the end. With 1:01 left, 1:01, you take out the 0, that's 11. 1:01 is also Philadelphia. There's been so much coding to Philadelphia. But anyway, Roseburg, Oregon happened on Jimmy Carter's 91st birthday. His grandson died 80 days later on December 20th. It adds up to 80. It was also the same day that Steve Harvey messed up on the Miss Universe, and you had to reverse the winner, kind of like the mirrors, right? There was 80 contestants in it. Talked about King Charles, or Prince Charles, becoming the new King of England when Queen Elizabeth dies. Lots of other coding to this, but King Charles III adds up to 80 and 134. Interesting, the Patriots' record's now 13-4 on the season. Andy Reid adds up to 80. It's his 17th season. 17 adds up to 109. Also a number I've seen a lot with bad things. When Kobe tore his Achilles and he came back in and shot the 2 free throws, the score was 109 to 109. Lawrence Phillips even adds up to 80. Anyway, in all the videos that I made before, I talked about one of the things that I was worried about with the Chiefs not winning. When my prediction, I just left my prediction because I made the prediction based off of the Bears and whatnot, and I just left it. It seemed like they were super coded, so I never changed it. But the number 56 has been bad all year, so and in other events. But the Chiefs finished 12-6. 1 month, 26 days is 56 days. Also, May 6th, like 5-6, is the 56th day of the year. I noticed this last night. Andrew Reid adds up to 56 and also 101. Remember, he used to be the coach of Philadelphia 101. Chip Kelly adds up to 101. The Chiefs were established 56 years ago. They even had a regular season record of 11-5. As a date, that's November 5th with 56 days left. Joe Montana never won the Super Bowl with the Chiefs. He was born in 56. Also, Paris, France, ISIS, Saddam Hussein, Osama bin Laden, Adolf Hitler. Lincoln died age 56 and 65 in Washington, D.C. That adds up to 56. I mean, all of these. Ronda Rousey even equals 56. She lost her 12th fight. This would have been the 12th win in a row for the Chiefs. So whatever, the coding is still here. I'm going to keep researching, and I'll go from here, see what happens. But you can come to this blog and read some of my other posts if you'd like. Have a good one.